in the wrong mode for some reason. Anyway, we're here at the laundromat, and we've just got done collecting the snack money out of this machine. Just buttoning it up, and we're going to go and we're going to check how much money over the past week these vending machines have made. So we're going to run through, we're going to check it, and then we're going to go through and do our washer and dryer and laundromat count. And then as a special today, we also have a bucket of money. Why is there a Wendy's cup on the floor? That doesn't look good. Oh well. The joys and struggles of owning a laundromat. Oh well. Anyway, we're going to go through and pull the money from the last week on the washers and dryers and see where we're at. This week has definitely been a little bit busier than the past week or two, so I'm happy about that. As you can tell here from the cameras, it's been pretty busy, or pretty snowy out, pretty not great. So clear the machine from last week and check the bills out. So we'll go through, see how this is. Hi, Logan Story and Zayland 420. We'll go through and run our quarters through the machine, see how good or not good we've done it. Hopefully it doesn't break down. This change was very filthy. Let me know in the comment section how much you think we did over the last week. There's my bucket of change that we did a collection on from some like vacuums and stuff at the car wash. So that's car wash quarters. We got to run through, document it, and count it because my staff called and said we're running a little bit low in quarters here at the laundromat. So we're just going to stick the buy quarters off the car wash and put them in the laundromat. So we'll go through here and let me know. Oh, come on, you can do it. Oh. That's the problem with live. Sometimes my equipment breaks down. It's getting real dirty. I made the mistake recently of blowing in this, and it was absolutely nasty. All right. Don't tell anybody. Let's see. We'll throw this back on. See if it'll unjam itself. If not, open it up. Ow. At least I didn't lose a finger that time. There we go. I can see it's just those really crummy looking quarters. $1,857 quarters. That'd be awesome. So this is vending machines only. We're at 831 quarters, so that's a little over $200. So, $275? Or sorry, $207.50. Is that right? You lost a finger before? Yes. Can you tell? Now, actually, my hands kind of tore up right here from getting in a fight with a Milwaukee drill at the car wash on Friday. We were drilling a hole, and I drilled a hole in me, unfortunately. So, that's $42. So almost $250 just on vending machines over the last week. So that's not bad, considering, like I said, all that terrible weather. So what I'm going to do is dump this out. There we go. All our problems are solved. Take this and let's see where we're at. I was a little optimistic. Well, I like your optimism. As long as you're not actively trying to buy a whole bunch of laundromats and car washes. I like the optimism. Otherwise, we have to be a little realistic. $207.75. Thank you, Dean. So, unfortunately, I have come in here to the laundromat and been told or been notified that we now have another washer down. So that's not good. Shane would have been here real recently, so the quarters are going to be light for the laundromat. Like normal, I don't actually know how long it's been since he went through and grabbed some money out of here. Could have been this morning. It could have been yesterday. So we will be light on the washer dryer quarters, but not light on the cash collection. So it's okay, Joe. We had about, oh, it feels stuck. We had about 50 people show up. We unfortunately had 2 carloads of people from Cleveland that could not find the location. So it did. We had quite a few people who turned out to the event on Friday. For reference, I did an in-person investment summit, in-person investment seminar. We had a decent bit of people show up in spite of the OSU Texas game and the gigantic level 2 snowstorm that came in that I wasn't aware of. So, washers to be serviced. I don't know. Ask my brother. I need to just come in here and fix them myself, or find somebody else. I just don't want to spend $1,500 to fix a washer. But I don't know. These are Speed Queen Horizons. They're not very reliable compared to, say, these Dexters. These Dexters last forever. So we'll have to get a hold of Shane and see when he came in and cycled the quarters. Now we got these quarter returns starting to fall apart a little bit. There's a screw on the backside. They just need tightened up a little. But hey, what's daily average profit per machine? So these are my 20 pounds. I'm going to guess and say they do about 2 turns a piece a day on average at $3. So about $6 a day per 20-pound washer. These ones are probably 2 to 2.5 times. And then my big one over there, when it's actually running, we'd probably do 4 or 5 turns a day at $9, $9 per one. So it makes, almost $50 a day. So that's cool. The top company, guess not. So that is it's really, realistically, a light-duty, a light-duty washer. And a lot of laundromat owners use them because these are $2,000. These are $4,000. They hold the same amount of laundry. But the problem is they break down. I've had to repair the Speed Queen Horizons 5 or 6 times. And I've had 2 Dexters go down. This one blew a transformer on, and that one's the VFD. They're expensive, but they're also much more reliable. What seasons of months do the best? Spring and fall are best. Probably top. Winter is better than summer for a laundromat. A lot of people that don't have washers and dryers, they opt to wash their clothes in a bathtub and hang them outside to dry. So you lose some customers in the summer. To watch your location, games and vending machines. I agree with you. If you have any interest, I'm debating on hiring some security guards to just call the cops when problems come in as like virtual attendants. I need to get 4 or 5 other laundromat owners in with me, and then we'll just split the cost of it. These new cameras up there that tell people they're being recorded, they work really, really well, but I want to split the cost rather than just hire one guy. You'd be looking at maybe $10 to $15 a day to hire somebody to watch the cameras. So what's the net profit approximately per month? Last couple months we've made very little money. I don't know what's happened. We've been fighting with homeless people coming in at night, not literally fighting, but so we probably made $500 November, December. Last year we were on track or did maybe 25, 35 grand, which I don't think is too bad. Regarding a location I have no money in. For reference, the location was $85,000 to buy. I loaned 100% of the purchase price. I loaned 100% of the renovation costs. So any money I make's good. I'm also spending $1,800 a month on my equipment loan, and the equipment loan is getting very, very close to being paid off. It's a dragon. Oh, it's weird. At one point, it looked like they put a Pokemon character on the back, but it's just the eagle being painted. Do security for free food. Well, that's cool. Roman's Laundry Channel. That's crazy. Slap the mix. Most people find me, or recently have found me because of Roman. So, let's see. Okay, for your security for free food. So you can have some kind of membership. Go to the code to keep the homeless out. We will, at some point, we will go to what's called Laundroworks. And it's essentially like a laundromat club. And if you're not in the club, you don't get access to the facility overnight and things of that nature. It's just that the system costs 15 grand. And, I just don't want to go get into more debt. At least not right now. I've talked about it. My car washes continue to make tons of money. The laundromat makes me some money. My debt load on the car wash is significantly higher, but they also make much more money. So Got location from prior owner, yes. He bought it as a business for his kid, his son, and his wife to do, and it just became too much for them from what I've been told due to the homeless. They had people, multiple people in the evening set up tents and stuff. So the idea to have multiple mats, person have a serious set of guests. So all of these cameras here have alarms and speakers on them. It's a two-way communication. I got a camera here, camera there, camera there. So I've got pretty good eyes on this location. I just have to have somebody watch the cameras at night because that's when the people come in. And I've got on the cameras before at night when there was like, a single mom, some lady in here doing laundry. And I was like, hey, just let you know, cameras are being watched. If you need anything, let me know. And their feedback was amazing. It's like, oh my gosh, somebody's, making sure I'm safe. That's awesome. Tech to America will be going up for sale soon. Absolutely not, PJW 350. Holy crap. That's insane. For reference, Tech to America is the largest roofing firm. They're worth several billion dollars, and they bought my competitor in Sterling. They bought Sterling Roofing Company for supposedly $100 million. I don't know whether that's true or not. But that's insane, PJW. How much do you think that is? You'd have to explain to me, Frank. You want to do a car wash too? Yeah, we're doing a collection on the car washes as well today. Or at least we're doing a money count. I've already went to the car wash, grabbed the quarters. We're going to throw them in the machine to count and see what we did at the car wash. Drive up, spray goes on vehicles, okay, for the single style. I'd like to know more about it. I spent $250,000 on my system in Circleville. I spent $300,000 on my system in Asheville. Car wash machines are not cheap. So I've heard of $30,000 machines that'll last a year. Do you have a restaurant in the works to kick over and run? I would love to do a restaurant. I would have to have my wife involved because she has managed a restaurant before. But I hear they're very hard to do. There's a quarter in there. Oh no. What time is it in Ohio right now? I think it's like 3 o'clock. I don't actually know because if I check the clock, let's see that. I think Shane was here this morning. If so, this will be the quarters in profit from, gross revenue from the laundromat over the last, 4 or 5 hours. He left my office at 10:30 this morning. So, all right. Bond and Bank, second dryer. Okay, I'll go back and get it. All right. Give me a like, guys. You have any questions for me? I'm going to try and answer all your questions. When is the Tesla Cybertruck coming? Oh, there's 2 quarters in there. You're the second person that asked me that today. One of my local friends asked me. And it's like, I could go get it now, but like my thing is, I don't even own a garage at my house. I live out in the country. We got all the snow. I don't have a garage. So my wife's van, the van I bought for her, sitting out in the snow. It's like, I should probably get a garage before I get the truck. And I probably should just buy a new house or build a house. Realistically, I want to build it like a barn dominium. So. Hey, thanks for coming. Someone's here, or there's a very large rat. Howdy, thanks for coming. Let's see. Okay. Saudi Arabia, nice. Yeah, carport would be good. RR Builders is out near Dixon, Illinois. You can team with them to do street barnuminium. I don't want to live in Illinois. I want to stay living in Ohio. Are they commercial or residential? I'd like to talk to them if they're in residential. It was my first business, my paintball company. We did online paintball sales, paintball equipment sales. All right, vending machine business, any tips? It's all about negotiating with owners to place machines. That is like 90% of the struggle. Look at these. Communication means a lot. If there's a lot of foot traffic department, Salesforce, or you could make a lot. You can, yes. So, and what was your first business? Answer all those. You have down solar for 15 prior and sell panels with electrical. You do both. Cool. I need to get into doing more of my own work. I think you guys would probably watch it if I did. Wow. I came over to them. I said hi, and they left. Do you guys see them on the comments? It's a guy and a girl. They came up here and just were sitting, and they left. This is odd. Yeah. They came in very quietly. Alright. Solar's easy if you are talking. I want to get into solar roofing for commercial facilities in order to get tax credits. Oh, wait. We didn't even get the money for the change machines. Does this money get declared at the end of the month or year to IRS? Yes, it does. How much you get taxed on it depends on if we made money. The big thing is that all these people, like I have angry conversations with people over this. It is a situation where if you have a good CPA, they'll do a very good job of getting you minimal taxation. Like you're not gonna pay a ton of taxes. And the problem is a lot of people want to cheat on their taxes. And then they get really mad when the time comes. They sell the business. They get nothing for it. Because the bank is not going to loan you money when you say, oh, they lied to the IRS about their taxes and their income and everything, but they're totally not lying to me about how much money it makes. So trust me, bro, give me $500,000. Yeah. So the big thing is, like, if you have a good CPA, he'll get you on a proper depreciation schedule because all of these washers and dryers can be written off your taxes. And he's going to structure it in a proper way where you get lots and lots of preferential tax treatments. So the thing is, in addition to that, here in the state of Ohio, the first $250,000 of your business income, so long as you're in a limited liability company, is non-taxable. So you get to make half or oh my goodness, $250,000 here in the state of Ohio tax-free, which is awesome. And it's like I talk to these people and they're like, oh, no, I got to cheat on my taxes. And I'm, for better or worse, looking at multiple companies now as I get more money from the roofing firm that the owner just isn't reporting their money on taxes very well. I want to go in, buy the company out, and fix it. Any news on the gas station? Well, the one owner called me back finally. I found out it's been out of business since 2017, which is insane. He wants like $1.3 million for it, which it should be worth a lot more than that, but it's not. And the vandalism is absolutely insane. The tax code is broke. The tax code benefits people with good CPAs. That is something to remember. It is configured for people specifically to have good accountants. If you have a bad accountant, you are screwed. Like I've run into people, they should have been fine. Their accountant screwed them, and they lost everything. Lost their house, lost their family, lost everything. I'm in Ohio. Where are you at? We're doing tile. So that's a pretty decent collection from the past week. We got 2 changers. We got our washer dryer quarters in here from just this morning, so a few hours. So I'm missing some of the comments. Wood shake roofs. Oh gosh, I don't want to do that. Our union construction shop right now on just a standard commercial single ply membrane, blue fill type roof, or engineered layover. We're doing 50 squares a day. I'd say 35 to 50 squares a day, depending on a few things. I know that's a real broad thing. So we can do pretty decent size roof, but we don't do shingles because you have to be your crew has to be very efficient for it. So, do you think used car dealership would be a good idea to start with? It could be, so long as you have the inventory and customers. I do not like the used car industry where they sell people bad vehicles, because I was just recently sold a bad 550, and the engine threw a rod in it, and I'm going to be out $16,000. But if you could provide reliable cars at a reasonable price, I think you could make all the money in the world. So, you're from Texas. You're in Laundromat. 2 gas stations by Carwash. So very cool. Good to hear, John. if you need commercial roofing in Texas on, medium-sized facilities that would make it worthwhile, we have found out that I can do travel work in Texas, and it's very price competitive. So you've been looking, find something that you can become good at, not just that you like, but you can be good at. I love like small engine repair. It is such a huge need in a lot of communities. Wow, that's a lot of money. Man, that's a whole bunch of 20s there. Man. Oh my gosh. Holy goodness. I bet you my competitor came in. I'm not saying, not Laundromat competitor, just another business came in. It's Rob. You met Friday, Saturday, onboarding call theme. Very cool. Awesome to hear you, Rob. It's great to have breakfast with you, even though it was at Bob Evans. So I like money. I like what it can do and help people, but I don't want to be in love with money because, as they say, that's the root of all kinds of evil. Oh, wow. That's a lot of nickels and dimes, man. All right. Let's see. Aluminum roof, it's good for all seasons, easy maintenance. Yes and no, but even though we're in the commercial roofing space, I would never have imagined that I would have seen as many bad metal roofs as I have. Let's go throw this in here real quick. Let's go. Very cool. Houston is a gold mine tied to your hopeful casino listing in Louisiana. Interesting. Cool. All right. Gambling license. I'm looking at getting a license. I just called a friend of mine. He's like an app developer for Apple. And I asked him, more or less, just point blank, why can't we make a redemption machine like the state of Ohio wants for me to buy? So we can automate it. Any arcade machines? Yeah, let's go collect money from my arcade machine. It's probably not done very well because the customers keep turning it off because it's loud and annoying. But loud and annoying has its own value. So shingle or metal roof, which one's better? I like metal for residential. Shingle, depends on, just the code. I'll tell you, I'm kind of surprised they don't do more. And I know this is a U.S. thing, an American thing. Why they don't do more flat roofs on just houses and small apartments. When I was in, but with me being in rentals, it's a situation where I always thought low slope roofs were unreliable and not price competitive and everything. But now I'm in commercial roofing and it's like, no, I just dealt with way too many people that were bad at commercial roof installation. And if you do it right, you can do a great roof. A lot of nickels underneath them, pick them up. Do you want me to go pick them up? Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys want me to go pick up all those dimes and nickels? We'll do it. It'll stretch the stream out. But I don't want to do something really boring that you guys don't want. I get the game machine keys. Yeah, that is a good question, Dean. If you had the option to put another machine in my laundromat, what would you do? October 10, Discovery Channel 4 years ago, helped a lot. Good. I'm glad you found some value in it as long as you have been in the business. I always get worried that some of the stuff that I put up does not make sense for people that are in the business. It's hard to do everything for people, like do all the content, but if you feel there's value, and I'm really happy. Appreciate the comment. Man. There we go. See, did we make anything? A little bit. These people keep turning the machine off, which I don't like. Here's the secret. As long as they didn't unplug it, we should be good. Did they unplug it? I bet you they did. Dang it. On average, I can't even answer that question. I mean, I'd love to answer that question. I don't know. I know I am, the cash flow, the revenues for the roofing company are insane. More money than I've ever seen in my life. But my account receivables are also worse than I've ever seen in my life. So, I can't see over there. Someone's going to unplug it. Sign installation printing company. Congratulations. What's your certified contracts for bid? The There's websites like Build Connect. Someone do it. Get crap. Like Build Connect, where you can bid. You also can look at state jobs. There's a lot of websites that allow for state jobs. Do you mean go get the nickels and dimes here? Paper in the U.S. It depends on who you're buying a house off of. If you're buying it off a big giant contractor, yes. If you're buying them off a mid-sized to small contractor that cares, we have awesome houses in the United States. They're comparable, if not better, than any other home in the world. When you look at pricing and features, your average house in America has more features than anywhere else in the world, except maybe Japan. And in Japan, they're also very expensive for a new house with all the stuff we put in ours. So, coin pusher. There's no money in the coin pusher. Chosen one, make $1,000 a week for contractor job. That's great. Awesome. Same passive income business, out of state. The question is, how are people going to rip you off? Will they rip you off? I don't have a key for this machine. Dang it, I don't have a key for that's on my car wash keys, oddly enough. Devin mentorship, policy training, scale business off state, greater St. Louis, potential. I agree about St. Louis. Get a hold of Dean Thompson or go to investmentjoytraining.com. Expo recently, machines for very cool. Turn off arcade attraction mode music. I need to get into the programming for it. All right, I'll cave to peer pressure. We'll get this money. Let me take off my jacket real quick though. I know this. I have a heated Milwaukee jacket, but even though it's not heated, it's so hot. Can I lock the socket? Side job roofing, but here in Hawaii, you don't need to worry about elements. Okay. Oh, let's go do this. I've done this before forever. Using laundromats besides students or something, European laundromats, washer dryer home. A lot of large apartment complexes do not have plumbing in the individual units, and the owner of the facility does not want to get laundry equipment, so then you're kind of out of luck. Multifamily properties in the United States, and they just don't have laundry. Plus, the other thing is too, regardless of where you live in Europe, you have laundromats there. You just don't know about them. Europe has only 50% less laundromats than we do in the United States. There are 15,000 laundromats in the EU 28. Meanwhile, there's 30,000 laundromats in the United States. So, well, this is great. You had a good time. Appreciate it. Well, we'll have to take a screenshot of that, Rob, and the fact that you liked Bob Evans. I don't know too many people that like Bob Evans. They kind of just tolerate Bob Evans. For snows, we use standing seam or another type of aluminum roofing. I mean, yeah, that can work. I think it makes sense on residential pitched roofs, but as you get lower slope, that's the wrong key. Dang it. All right, let's go try to find the right key. Low slope commercial roofs. People use aluminum and standing seam metal, and the problem is it's not the right thing. So, is this safe right now to do this work? Why not? The Lord will protect me, as He has done for all these years of me doing social media content. I put money in the freezer. I have no clue what you're talking about, Jackson. I don't think anybody saw me put money in the freezer. Are you watching the same live stream that I am? There's that key. Is a blue roof DEW proof? Maybe. I don't buy into the blue roof conspiracy, if that's what you're asking. How's the gas station since the beginning? No progress on the gas station. Money into plastic card thing. Yes, there's 2 or 3 companies that make those. I like the LaundroWorks system. I had mentioned earlier in the stream, that's something that I would like to implement. It's just expensive. Lost audio. Let me know if the audio still works. It shouldn't. beeping at me. Okay. Let's see. Did we make any money on this one? Yes, we did. Wow. Nice. An express car wash. I don't know. The problem is they all cost so much money. And, but I have talked to a gentleman out of state. He has built his own express wash, and he did it for half the price of everybody else. But, you know, he had to build it himself. So I'd like to start getting into heavy equipment in as far as, gosh, I can't move that, can I? I'm trying to figure out how to do this with streaming. There we go. That did it. So we got a little bit of money in here. Did I check into gambling machines, Rockford? Yes, and I'm talking to a guy in Southern Illinois about his machines. They do very, very well. I think so. Roof's a coincidence. So long as you believe some guy with, 1,500 followers on Twitter and Facebook, and that you trust him not to manipulate AI pictures and to give you the truth. That's the problem with everybody on social media, regardless of who they are, even me. I'm making money on the stream right now. And you have to ask them, whoever you get content from. Oh, we got to get money from that machine too. Whoever you trust for content. Do you trust that they're telling you the truth based on the content you're consuming? So, I don't know what happened. I might have hit the microphone button. I built half the price. The problem is, or the thing is, if you are running a PE firm or you deal with PE, you go and you say, I want a car wash. Well, that doesn't mean who's going to get it. Well, you're going to go to a car wash company, and then they're going to most likely hire a GC. Maybe they will act as a GC, but I've seen some of these companies, they hire a GC, and the GC subs all the non-car wash work out. On average, those GCs are marking it all up 10, 15, 20%. Then the car wash company, they mark it up another 20%. So you end up with 40% in terms of markup on everything. So to me, that's how you end up with a 50% discount or half price. So be a good video. I agree. He will not do a video with me. He watches me. He likes my content, but it's like I've mentioned it to him. He's like, I want to build more of these, and I don't want to give my competitors, private equity firms, any ammunition to use against me and beat the process. Any advice for invest 3K? I'm big on dollar cost averaging, S&P 500 till you find something you really want to get into. I like vending machines. I like small engine repair. Oh my. I like gutter cleaning. I like Christmas light installation is pretty nice. Anything that there's a huge need of in your area. In some areas they need more power washing companies. I think they're a little bit oversold in some areas. So, hold on. John Doe, they closed your gas station. Yeah, gas stations can print money right now. As I've gone down the path, I've started really talking to some big wigs on gas stations and how they really make their money. Super cool. Need a place here in town? Do you live in a small apartment complex that will not allow you to conduct business? Farts Tech Jack? That's the big thing. I've run into a lot of people that will say, I need a location, I need a shop, I need a garage, I need all these different things. We've got dozens of people at this point that started their business in their house, and they've gone on to build huge things. I got a guy, he wanted a laundromat. I said, why don't you do pickup and delivery from your house? Like run an office, use a laundromat when you need to, overnight negotiate a rate. And he started in 21, and he's built up a $500,000 business now. A lot of people limit themselves. They say, well, I need this, and this to start. It's like, no, you just need to go out there and try to find some customers. And if you're in a industry or a niche that there's a lot of people that want it, it's easier to get. The problem is I run into so many people that watch my videos like, I just need a laundromat in my neighborhood. We already got 5. Do you need more laundromats? Well, sure, we need more laundromats because I want a laundromat. No, you don't need a laundromat. You need something else. And then they get really upset when I tell them that a laundromat's not a good idea. So you do sell on eBay now? That's cool. Are you allowed to put a shed in, rent a shed, put it in your backyard and do it? Are you allowed to do it out of a garage or a carport? Are you allowed to do one machine at a time, making $50 an hour? If you had $100,000 cash, we should start with. I'm looking at a garbage company right now. That's my next thing that I would like. It would be $100,000. Short line railroad, really niche industry. Yeah, I've run into some really niche industries I don't want to talk about, and it's just like they print money. Like there's some. Yeah, one is proximal to cell phone tower infrastructure. They will rent, or they buy and they rent the land that cell phone towers exist on. And it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's a thing. Like, I've heard it makes money, and this guy's like, oh yeah, you buy land for $500,000, you make $100K a year. It's kind of like the digital billboard thing that everybody talks about. Harder for Amazon to encroach on? Yes. Like mobile car repair, mobile oil change, stuff like that. You just don't want to go overboard. I've run into people like, we're going to do mobile gassing. We'll put gas in your car, and you just pay us $5 a gallon. It's like, that's not great. So, why do you think so, Juma? 2 storage sheds full of junk, so no power in either. Dad's garage, so I'm going to say his garage, and you get complained at. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure a way. Start pitching to guys. Here's, like, I keep telling you guys, you can start a business with no money. Here's what I would do. Go find a guy that has a garage. Just start pitching to people. I need to use your garage. I'll give you 20% of what I make. Then just charge for the garage. Instead of charging $50 an hour, charge $60 an hour. Give the garage owner $10 an hour for your use. 4K population, 5% vision summer. 2 car washes, abandoned 5-bay self-serve land for $50K. Do I can do consulting? Yes, I'll do consulting. Investmentjoytraining.com or investmentjoy.com. What I want to have you do, though, if you want to jump on a phone call, go grab the prior water records of that facility, and we'll go over it in a consulting call if you want to do one. Because the problem is, like, you're going to have to investigate, and I won't do all that work for you, but you're going to have to really spend some time investigating why did they close down. Some older owners get super old, and they don't want to spend money on CapEx, going in and putting a new machine in and really, truly fixing stuff. So businesses go bankrupt over that. Other businesses go bankrupt because they only needed 1 car wash in your town, and there were 3 or more. Having tanning business like Roman, I would absolutely. Roman, I had a call or talk to Roman a while back, and at least early on, his tanning machines were making more money than his laundromat was. And I run into 2 or 3 laundromats that had tanning. Joe's on here. He'll tell you. Him and I looked at these several places. We actually thought it was what Roman bought, but it wasn't. They had tanning beds and a laundromat. Just printed money. A lot of banks owning a lot of car wash in the future. Yes. Probably more private equity firms owning car washes because they're building too many of them in a lot of areas. So pricing on business. I used to balloon business could be mobile. It's a good idea. Here's how I like to look at things like that. You have to quantify the opportunity. How much is a balloon worth? How much is a party worth? How are you going to get your customers? How much will it cost to acquire those customers? How's the advertising going to work? Google ads will let you find out how many customers there are searching for helium balloons in my city, and it'll tell you how much it'll cost to acquire a customer. It's like you look at my commercial roofing company. You look, and there's only 40 people a month wanting commercial roofing in Rockford. And it's like, okay, and it costs $20 per person that clicks on your ad. Okay, so I have to have $800 a month just on Google ads. So it's a situation pretty quickly of, okay, well, we can quantify that opportunity. I run into other kinds of businesses where people are like, oh, there's all this opportunity. Well, your average product is $5. You can get your customers cheap. You have that going for you, but then you have 5 customers, 5 customers a month, and they only spend $5. So the opportunity in your location is $25. You have to be able to research and quantify the opportunity in your location. Because if you don't, you'll go bankrupt. And I run into a lot of people that watch my videos, unfortunately, and they like the money collection, and they like me getting extremely dirty. nickels and dimes. Oh my gosh, that's awful. Extremely dirty nickels and dimes. And I think that's just all it is. So. Well, hello, United Kingdom. Are you in Leeds? Have I invested in other countries? Well, we built the water filtration in Africa, in southern Kenya, that everybody's mad at me about. That is a business, quote unquote, but I just gave the money to them to do it. They sell water for like 1/10 of a penny per gallon to pay for infrastructure, and I keep really proud of that one. Can't believe how many people hate me on that. I was not ready for doing a good deed and then having all those people complain. So that was odd. All right. How much is your first car wash? Not much. I would tell you, but everybody calls me a liar when they hear how much I paid for it. Okay, put those right there. It wasn't much. The big thing is, like, the way that I look at everything, I use debt to buy things. I use other people's money to buy things. So out of pocket, I don't have hardly any money in anything that I do. It's all about debt payments. I pay $9,000 a month debt service for my 2 car washes and a self-storage facility. So, not too bad. All right. This is from the other vending machine. We'll see real quick what it did. And in the comments section, $7. Nice. My question, last meal, what are you getting? Can be anything. Oh, I'm a easy to please guy when it comes to like lobster and steak. Barbecue a whole cow. You haven't locked. I haven't locked what? The door over there? The electronic lock that does itself? Every time it senses danger, which it's kind of scary. It must sense danger or something. All right. I have a few quarters in here. That doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't. Facility business, thinking of buying land, a few containers, renting them out. I think it's a good business to be in so long as there's a need. That's one of those businesses where you could make $100,000 a year easy in your area. Just print money. There's other areas you'll lose your shirt just super fast because there isn't a need. So there's areas that need 10 times more storage than they have now. There's other areas that don't need any. And it's one of those things where learning to do research, learning to do competitive market analysis, looking at running a pro forma is very, very important. It's overlooked. It's boring. It's not near as interesting as collecting money, but it's all equally as important. So here are the quarters from washers, dryers, change machine that shouldn't be in there, and from the arcade machine. So, did college? Nope. I had to go work at a warehouse after my dad had his heart attack, so I have no college education. I am a professional roofer, though. Nice. How much do you make a month? Well, I will tell you guys, this is my goal for 2025. I want to do over $1 million revenue a month. Will I hit it? I don't know. Will I do it for January? Absolutely. I will blow that target up. How much will I make at the end of the day? I don't know. I've got to buy 2 semis this year. I probably need to buy a couple more dump trucks. We're looking at buying a couple service trucks, service vans. I don't know what it's going to be at the end of the year. So I could, there's a reality I could bring in that $15 million. That's my goal. That's my big audacious goal. And I could end up at the end of the day hardly bringing anything. I don't know. We'll see. You didn't lock the machine. You took the change from yet because we're going to restock in here a little bit. So washers, dryers, and the little bit out of the change machine that was not nickels and dimes, $4.49. So a little over $100 today. So that's not too bad. How do you make millions? Well, I run 8 separate companies now. I got these laundromats. I got the car washes, self-storage facility. I got 100 rentals still. I own a newspaper company. 5. But on the other hand, I also have social media, which is making money again. We've had some pretty good videos. I've got the roofing company, and then I've got my vending machines. So that should be everything. I actually explained that before you asked. So best place site to buy new and used vending machines. I like Facebook still, but you do need to learn how to run through them. All right, so we've got another $100 in quarters. That's awesome. We're going to bait you guys, and we're going to delay because we still have car wash money to go over. But before we do the car wash money, what I'm going to do is we're going to go and count through our bills. So this is vending, pure vending bills. So we put those there. Where did I put the other money? Oh, this place is a disaster. I have to have Shane come in and clean it up a little. Where did I start? I started everything in Circleville, Ohio. Silly goose. How does it not stress you? Do I come off as an easygoing, non-stressed guy? I am very stressed out. But I know that, all these things are working together. God's got my back. It's all happens for a reason. And for me, that gives me hope that all of these things that I'm doing are not pointless. Because otherwise, I don't know. I'm sure I would be so much more stressed than I already am. And I'm stressed. I'm plenty stressed, guys. But it is one of those things where I know that all these things are happening for a bigger purpose. And, that's why I do the social media content. Because I want people to know that there's hope out there. And that just because you've never gone to college or, whatever the complaint or issue is, you can do well in life. You can be successful. You can take care of your family. There is a better day tomorrow, on the horizon. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort. Oh, there's those keys. It's going to take some effort. I'm making myself a hillbilly chair. Maybe one day you will achieve this level of notoriety and get to use that's a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. Man, I'm living high on the hog today. All right, so we're going to go count the money real quick. The Mega Vendor 3 Advanced Car Wash Supplies. Yes, we've talked about going with one of those at the car wash. I don't know if it's the Mega Vendor 3, but it's probably something similar to it. So we are considering that. There's a certain point where you would walk, cash collection risk not worth it. Yeah, I mean, yes, there is. It's going to be the point, realistically, that it is not worth it to not get the videos. Like, there's a point where the cash collection videos aren't going to be important anymore, and I'll delegate it out. My last video that I put out of a pure collection, nothing else, I made like 10. I'm in line, let's say, to make $10,000 off one video. It's done very well for me. So it's like, okay, well, I want to continue to do collections and hope that the video goes viral, which the last one did. So, am I married? Yes, I'm happily married to my wife of... Wow, my Bible app came up and made me read a verse. It must have sensed a bunch of inactivity and I had to unlock my phone. That's great. Hi, Christopher Loser. Is there some... to have a spouse? Yeah, I already answered that. Okay. Yeah, Dean confirmed. We did not have a stressful real estate seminar. Everything worked great. The TV did not fall off the stand. All the technology worked great. The projector was awesome that I had Dean go by. Everything was good. Yeah. So, yeah, married. I've got 5 kids. I called my wife today. I was like, I need my buddy's help. I need my son's help. He needs to come to work with me a couple times a week. And she's like, all right, fine. You can have him. So, get financing for a laundromat. Well, you can go with a equipment manufacturer. Those are pretty good. They can, in some cases, loan 100% of your acquisition price. You will have to have good financial records. Some of them, if not many of them, will require some experience in the laundromat world. So when I bring on a coaching client or train people, I'm like, okay, so one thing you might want to do is partner with a local laundromat owner to get that experience. Some companies want only 6 months of experience. Some will want 2 years. So if you could just go help do some free management for a local laundromat owner, you might be able to get the classification as an experienced laundromat owner and then go get 100% financing. So that's a way to do it. The other way, which also can be no money down, low money down, is using government money. And I am working on a book right now of how to go get government money for a laundromat. It's mostly through structuring your loan correctly with the Small Business Administration. They lended out, I think I just looked at the number for the book. They lended out $12 billion for new business owners last year. It's a lot of money. So that was cool. How deep in debt am I? I'm well over the $5 million mark. So that's a good time. So lots of debt, but also lots of equity. My net equity position, if I would do the math, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to quote a number out of my butt. Probably shouldn't do that. But I should have between $5 and $10 in net equity right now. If I die. Yeah. Yeah. If I die, my wife would walk away with about $5 million if she decided to liquidate everything and satisfy the debts. If she really wanted to be fun, she could not liquidate the debts, get on a plane and go to another country. She'd end up with double that. So, all right. Where do I live? Central Ohio. You put a 10 in my 20s. I don't see it. Are you just teasing me? Are you asking for my home address? I live in Central Ohio. I'm pretty open and talk about that a lot. I live in Circleville, Ohio. Little town south of Columbus that I really like. I've lived within 6 miles of town my whole entire life, and I plan on never leaving. So, let's see what that truck out there is doing. It's weird. I do watch these cameras anymore. I count. No, I'm in Central Ohio, right outside Columbus. Very thankful. My whole entire life, everybody has made fun of Ohio and whatnot. And now everybody wants to live in Ohio for some reason. So no matter where you live, and regardless of much fun people make of you and where you live, there may come a day that everybody wants to live there. You get all these posts like, you're only saying this because you live in Ohio and life's easy there. Where was this my whole entire life? How many rentals turn per month? I don't know, maybe every other month, one every other month. Coronavirus really set me behind because I have so many low-income houses that are not on Section 8, and that was stupid of me to not rent my low-income housing to Section 8. But I didn't want to be at the whim of the government. That's very poor for coronavirus because people just didn't want to pay rent, and then they just skipped out. So cool. Looks to be a pretty good collection. The financial influencers out there. It depends on which influencer. I know a lot of them. Some of them are absolutely awesome, amazing people, and some of them are scumbags. It just depends on which one they are. Some of them rent yachts and Lamborghinis and stuff to try and sell you stuff, and other ones are just really cool, chill guys. RV parks, they can do well. Do I have any business? Yes. Well, my roofing company's business to business, so they're going business trips frequently. I'm head to Chicago tomorrow. Loss ever had financially burnt down. No buildings burnt down. I didn't lose money on the trailer park, even though everybody thinks I did. We ended up making like $400,000 on it. Probably the last laundromat I had, I lost like 15 grand on it, and it really upset me. So I normally don't lose money, and it got so bad I sold it. Am I part of the 1% world? Yeah. Most Americans are, if you want to look at the average household income in the United States. To be in the top 1% of worldwide incomes, you need to make $35,000 a year. Last time I checked the numbers. People don't realize how easy it is to be in that threshold in the United States. So, yeah, Section 8 has been a mixed bag for you. Mobile knocking shop, I don't even know what that is. Average income in the United States, 50 grand a year. So, to a large extent, pretty easy to do well. There's someone outside. Of course. Does insurance hate me? Not really, because I don't claim anything on insurance. Parking service for parties. Insurance. I have no clue. Or are you going to be rich? I do pretty well. I will never be one of those guys that drives a Lamborghini and has a mansion and all that stuff. I just don't want that. IRS. I don't understand. Does the insurance hate me? No, because I mean, does the IRS hate me? No, because I pay taxes. 900 bucks this week. It's a little low. I was here last Wednesday. 35K a year matters when rent is, I think you say $1,000 rent in Indonesia is 150 bucks a month. Rent's $1,000 where you live? That sucks. Here in my America, you can still get an apartment for like 400. So, thankfully, America is not a uniform country. Selector's frozen up there. Oh. Where do you start? I asked. I'm not sure. Are rental properties all? Yes, everything's here in Ohio. There's regulations. Do other states' regulations affect me? No, not really. I need to get my Milwaukee charger. How did you get rich? How did I start? I got my real estate license in 2006. I still have not gone to college, but I went to real estate school for $1,200 here in Ohio. And through that, I started talking to rich people that looked just like me and my family. And they all had very minimal incomes growing up, and they were all poor like me. And they all got into real estate as investors, and they all made just crazy amounts of money. I thought, well, these guys don't have any education. I think I could do well. So I just started talking to people and figured out, how to pitch to an investor. How do you get investment capital? How do you go out and buy investment real estate? And that's what I did. Started that full time in 2013. And then just went on to buy more properties and more properties and more properties. And I started buying businesses in 2019, like, this laundromat and then Carwash and so on and so forth. So, Matt, to fail, equipment too many. I did not know how to assess the rehab bill for a laundromat, and I also didn't understand the equipment I needed, and I just tried to just limp it along, and I lost $15,000 on it. No, shoot, that's the wrong bucket. This is laundromat money. Dang it, that's car wash money. Yeah, whatever. Lay it on taxes, get an accountant, or do quarterly. It'll keep you out of trouble. I know too many people get in trouble with the IRS. It's just all over budgeting. And not to be mean, you need to learn to budget your company's money. Because if you cannot be... All right, hold on a second. Howdy, how can I help you?
I can't get this thing to take quarters.
Oh, okay. This machine right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I got it unlocked. It's probably in error mode. Just need $2 worth?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Until my husband gets in here.
Okay. All right, let's see. About $2. I'll give you some more. I'd say try the other machine over there.
Oh, you got another machine?
Yeah, I got two machines here. There's a little extra. I appreciate your business. Thanks for coming.
This is the first time actually here.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you for coming. You go to the laundromat that gives you a little extra.
I can have him give you the $7 or whatever.
Huh?
I can have him give you the...
Oh, no. It's a little extra for coming.
I'm going to bring him some clothes in.
Sure.
I tell him I don't know what I've done to my tailbone, but man, it sure hurt.
Well, I do not miss those days. I fell off a stack of hay bales when I was a kid, and I just messed my whole lower back up and my tailbone. It was a nightmare.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it was awful. I feel your pain.
No.
Unfortunately. And $1,800 in the ghetto, yeah. There's still lots of areas in the United States that are cheap. So long as they don't have crazy zoning restrictions. That's my problem. I was talking to a developer today. He can still, and I think I can build a house for $100,000. Like a nice actual house. And he agreed with me. problem is, in a lot of places in the United States, you cannot build them. Because of the law. Why are they expensive? Because the law says so. Why does the law say they have to be expensive? Because that's how it is. You can't build... It's illegal in most of the United States to build a starter home like they did back in the 1940s and 50s. They're too small. By Big Boys, not 5 or 10 years ago. Is it harder? Sure. But there's also, it's offset by a lot more people selling theirs because there's a lot more baby boomers that have to get out. Oh, it's a 67. All right. Car wash money. All right, 975 quarters. Very cool. Yes, I'm very aware I put the $2 from the lady in the machine. I just so you'd comment, it would boost the algorithm. That's not true. I did it because I wasn't paying attention. All right. Once again, these are car wash quarters. Just did not feel like counting them. I'm buying them off of the car wash to put in the laundromat because we had a competitor come in and take a bunch of money. Right. What I put in the machine because I didn't feel like putting it in my pocket and mixing it with my non-laundromat money. I knew I had to refill the machine because it was low. Or it was engagement bait. Either one of those. Why not count the more money in a secure place? Because this is fun. And if there isn't an element of risk, you guys won't watch it. I will answer a lot of these questions I'm getting. For the competitor. It could have been a laundromat owner, maybe, but I know we've also got a gas station person that comes in and they run me out of money too. So it could have been a competitor. It was a competing business or another business that did it 90% of the time. I've had one of them come in and say, you're not okay with me putting $500 in 20s in? Yes, I'm not because it runs me out of money. So at the car wash, 2,340 quarters. So who done put change washing machine? I don't know. So we did over $500 at the car wash too. So that's pretty cool. Just in quarters. And once again, we switched to dollar coins in the car wash here recently. So, got that. We've got another 300, 400 bucks in here. So got about $1,000 worth of change. So that's good. All right, I'm trying to think. We'll go do this bucket first. Do I have all the keys on me? I think so. Trying to answer your questions so long as I don't look like I'm crazy talking to myself with the people that are out here. It could happen. Oh, I don't want to be anybody. Rare coins, I try to, but it takes me forever to like truly look through. Is this daily routine weekly? It's usually weekly. If we're doing really big business, I do it a little more often, but I only have time to do one video a week. My guy comes in, he empties the change machines usually 2 to 3 times a week. So, hi Star Trek, it's Dylan. Dylan's on my Discord. If you guys want to join the free Discord, check out investmentjoy.com. There's a link to my community at the bottom. It's totally free. I do like pineapple on pizza, even though that'll lose me subscribers. Okay. Gotta put the pin in here. Alright. Now let's hold up. Look for silver, anything with the W mint mark. The W mint mark takes way too long to look through. I can hear the sound of silver. So I've got that going for me. So I'll switch the camera around. You can watch me pour quarters in the machine. For those of you that haven't seen my bald head. Syrian, wow. Oh, you were live, yeah. I don't go live super often. I like to do a Cybertruck or an SUV and put cameras and internet all over it so I can stream over. Very good. Should. Put the keys back in. Nah. How do you find Laundromat? I just knew that it was here. I found the owner, called the owner. Here too. Congratulations. Only Laundromats, this is the only one. I had 3, sold 2, the only one. The other 2 would never make it. Car washes I have 2. I was talking to a guy the other night about number 3, partnering on a 3rd one. Oh, I saw him quarters left. That's awesome. Coinser hold. This is a single hopper Hamilton. The hopper is designed to hold $1,200 for the quarters. I usually fill it up to maybe $750 to $800, so it doesn't put too much pressure on the wheel inside of it. Vents it out. This one over here can hold over $2,500, very close to $3,000. So. Oh, you got the door? Okay, cool. No, no worries.
Are you the
Yeah.
I see your videos on TikTok.
Oh, very good.
No, I don't know.
Well, no, I'll give you some extra quarters since you watch my TikTok.
No.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate you coming and giving me business and all that
I
stuff.
remember seeing it on my For You page for the first time. I'm like, wait a minute. That's right around the corner for me.
Yeah, well, very good. I'm glad you came down. Now this video is getting deleted because I'm an idiot. They drive you nuts. Paying sales tax on car wash soap. Customer for soap. We don't have to in the state of Ohio. At least my accountant doesn't believe that. Yeah, we'll change the code now. I would say, my subscribers are nice. Someone stole my mom's code that she uses for free car washes. Yeah, it is not 943 or 923. So you guys actually didn't see the code, so that's good. Trifoam wax has to have sales tax applied by one looking. Okay. Yeah, it's not 943. I mean, it's close to that. But I won't change it anyway. Yeah. So, got that going for me at least, but it's still getting changed. Why you sell their 2 laundromats? Because they weren't making any money. Or I was going to have to spend $100,000 on fixing them up, and they would have made even half as much money as this. They just were bad locations. I agree, James. Everybody wants to rob me. Till now. I've switched, unfortunately. I'm not proud of myself. I got a 365 XL now. Never thought in a million years I would have given up to 19. All right. All right. We'll do quick questions, and then I want to head out of here. I did get this $2. So, all right. Any advice to pay for 2 laundromats? Make sure they make money. That's why I sold the other ones. They didn't, or they wouldn't have. They were bad locations, not enough customers, too bad at parking. Parking is a huge problem here. It is a big deal. I don't have enough parking spaces, and my lot sucks. So, if you want to do another laundromat, just do another laundromat. There's so many older people getting out of the business. Do I advise people to get in this business? If the numbers and demographics work, then absolutely. The problem is there's a lot of areas that don't need laundromats, and people get really upset when you say, "Oh, you don't need a laundromat here. Do something else." And they, the laundromat's the only way I can be successful, or only way I can make money in life. No, there's too many needs out in the world. I was asking, how many of you guys? Ooh, I think we got silver. I think we got silver. We did. That is a silver war nickel from 1943. It is 35% silver. So I made an extra $1. Let's cover up the hole I drilled in my hand. The car wash. I had a fist fight with my Milwaukee M20 and I lost. But we found silver, guys. If you look at these, it has this really nasty, crappy green collar to it. That's one way that you can pick out silver nickels. During World War II, the value of silver, or for war material, was way more valuable than silver as far as money goes. So because of that, they replaced the nickel with silver and some manganese in there. The manganese turns everything green. So, I have a CPA. Do you trust car wash performers for car wash going like Sunny's? Yes. It's harder to cheat, not impossible. I would do an in-person site survey and make sure that they're not like cheating on it. Best-selling items car wash vending machines. I don't know. Try it and see what happens. If you got a lot of complaints, passive income on this location, no. But I've got a lot of other businesses. Someone asked me if this is the only thing I do. I own a lot of different businesses. So, primary income source right now. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not. Probably still real estate. I'm still making money on my portfolio. Not a ton. No. Not my rentals. I sold a couple houses a few years back, and I sold 2 houses for almost $300,000, and I just have money in the bank from that. Will you open another laundromat? Yeah, I'm looking at doing a new build. I'm also making decent money off the car wash right now. Suggestion you buy it if it works. May or may not work. If you have questions, just feel free to ask them. I have a CPA for my taxes. Which new business would you recommend to start off with? It depends on your personal skill set. It's hard for me to give you a one-size-fits-all. especially if I don't know the area that you live in. Some areas need laundromats, some don't. Some need car washing, some don't. Some need power washing, some don't. So, how much percentage on income tax for laundromat? If you've got a good CPA, I would say 10 to 15% federal taxes. Depending on what your state has, maybe over that, it may not be. Loan type for first-time business owners, SBA 7A for a location without real estate, SBA 504 with real estate. The SBA really does not like lending on businesses that have a lot of real estate, because the Small Business Administration, the government's not in the business of buying real estate. Well, yes, they are, but yeah, that's a 50% piece you had from earlier. New coin counter. Yeah, this is one Cassida sent me. This is a multi-coin sorter. It's slow, but it counts all the coins correctly. And we've got an extra $27.65 just in nickels and dimes. Do you do stocks and ETF? Yes. I actually did an investment seminar here real recently where I talked about how I only do dollar cost averaging on S&P 500 stocks like VTI and VOO. VTI is total market. And I would do that before I would, getting into business. Excuse me. The cap rate, do I own this location or lease it? I own this location. What does something rent for on real estate? Depends on your local market. If you buy a business with real estate included, you have to price it as if you leased it to yourself, because you don't want to get into a business just to access the real estate when the real estate doesn't make sense. So, will you ever go to cashless side laundromat? No. Is cashless a good idea? It can be in some markets. Higher end markets will let you go cashless without any downside risk. It also eliminates or minimizes theft. But due to social media, I'll never drop coins, because it should be obvious why. But on top of that, I'm in a low to mid-income, really low-income area, and people have cash. I don't like the idea of going pure cashless. I like the idea of like a Laundroworks payment kiosk with the ability to accept bills and coins. So, do you think 25 will be a bearish market? No, I think we'll be in a bullish market. But I think there's going to be certain markets and certain things that'll go into recession or at least down. I talked to so many people. I talked to this guy today, a friend of mine, and he's just arguing with me about whether we were in a recession or not. I'm like, no, we're not doing too bad. He's like, no, everything's bad. The economy's terrible. No one has money. You don't hang around any of my friends, so I don't think it's smart to stream the same so you get robbed. I guess I could. I've been robbed once, but it's okay. I'll probably get robbed again. It'll be okay. God will take care of me. XRP prediction, I don't know. It'll go up eventually. I don't even know what it is right now. How do you enjoy real estate? I have an in-office manager. We do management in-house with your own people. Doing car wash outside Ohio, not yet. XRP $10 minimum. That'd be nice. Is getting into vending machines profitable? It is if you get a good location. How do you get business to let you put in a machine at the location? You negotiate. It just takes, you have to learn to talk to people. All of life is sales. Realty income and SCHD. I'm in realty income, but I am not in SCHD. To invest in crypto, I just dollar cost average in crypto, just like I do with the S&P 500. So, answer the least question. Caught you live. You're so calming to me. Well, I'm glad you enjoy Firefly Farm. But if you sell a house for, let's say, 100K profit, how long do you have to reinvest the funds before you have to pay capital gains on? Usually same year, or you can 1031 out of it, assuming the house is your primary residence. If it's a primary residence, I think it's still a $500,000 exemption. Don't quote me on this. Ask ChatGPT, but I think it's a $500,000 primary residence exemption if you're married, and $250,000 if you're single. What's the best states to remain anonymous? I don't know about the anonymity thing. I know Delaware is a really good state for it. Do you hold yourself from investing more and more? I don't, and I'm bad at that, because I take almost all the money I come in as profit and I put it back into investments, which is not wise in a lot of ways, because what happens is you start getting hurt on money, like I was during coronavirus, and it's like, oh, I'm just going to sell some things. It's like, well, if I had cash in the bank, it would have really helped even things out, even though it would have slowed my pace. What do I think about XDT and YMAG? I have no clue what that is. Have ever been on television, like broadcast TV? I was on a kids show when I was like 9 years old. But actual real TV, no. Recent, yeah. Buying Rome's car wash. I should, but I know it's making more money, so he would not sell it to me for the price he offered it. He had originally offered it to me for like $350,000. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's making more money now. Yeah, congrats on 1.494 million. I'm going hopefully make more. I know Wyoming's good, but I did research and it looked like Montana was better from a tax standpoint. Some guy from India wants $10. Is this business recession proof? I think it's okay. Devon net worth total goal? No. I mean, I would like, let's say $25 million. That could be part assets, that could be part cash investments. Because at that point, I will stop doing everything business and I will just do philanthropic. If I can learn to pronounce that word someday. I just want to go out and do charity work the rest of my life. ETH crashed, do crypto. I've been in Ethereum since 2013. So is it higher or lower than when they did the original ICO for it? So biggest spending, probably my family and my kids. We're doing some vacations here soon. Tax attorney, however, are you curious what your thoughts are on establishing an S Corp or LLC taxes an S Corp for a small business portfolio? My roofing company is an S Corp. I don't have any of my LLCs taxed as a S Corp. An S Corp has a lot of good benefits to it if you are able to take a regular salary. With my real estate portfolios, I just have had very inconsistent salaries associated with them, so I've never wanted to be taxed as an S Corp. My YouTube channel too is an S Corp. So, one from Denmark, biggest investment income. Real estate still does good. You love working for yourself or for someone else. There's stress of working for myself because at the end of the day, I have all the responsibility on my shoulders for 20 families at this point, 30, 22, 23 families. Buying treasury notes, 20K treasury notes worth $1 million at any $100K year interest. A 20-year treasury note has a 10% rate of return. Project Thrive. I'm not aware of a treasury note that has a 10% cash yield. Any problem with renting tenants? I mean, yeah. Go watch my real estate videos. I've had all sorts of problems. Do you self-repair or hire? I hire people. Although I can repair some equipment at the car wash. Like I'm pretty good at this stuff. The changing equipment. I can do a decent job fixing it. But you want to try to drill into the locks to steal money? Yes. We've had that happen a few times. I don't release videos on it because I don't want to encourage more people. No one's ever gotten into it though. Do you ever just use the money? Our case tempting must be very disciplined. I probably shouldn't answer that one. Tenants for years? Yeah, I've got some awesome tenants. I had one tenant I was her 7th landlord. She'd been in the property for 39, 40 years. So, I'm going to have to get off of here. It's past 4 o'clock at this point. Do I stress out much money? Yeah, because I'm supporting 22 families. Yeah, I have 22 families represented where I'm pretty sure I'm their primary income source. And my companies are. So, do I stress my money? Yeah, I mean, it has to do with, I hate the fact that people rely on me for their income. It sucks because I make these hard choices and it's like, oh, I could, this is a high risk choice. I'm worried about it. Extra security system in your doors to be saying the night in your place. I understand, but I also need to keep allowing my customers to come in at night, the good ones. So we're working on it. All right, guys. Any quick questions before I head out here? Sleep time. What's the must-have for you? What is the must-have for you investment for firms? Car wash or laundromat? Do you want to own a little street with different stores? Yes. Oh, thank you. Following. When did you change to following Keenan? One of these days, I'm going to make the drive down there. Going to be in Rockford tomorrow. Yes. Is it illegal to have an apartment in connection to the business? No, I've got 2 apartments upstairs in the laundromat. So, what learning curves you have to deal with my roofing company? It has not been bad. It's been a situation where I'm learning a lot, but I've got managers and operators and project managers and stuff We hired someone, and then we had them when we took the company over. Still learning. What do I think about weekly paying ETFs? I haven't seen any that I like. Yeah, is it location? Yes. Best advice for first world property: just go out and do it. Do as much due diligence as you humanly can, but don't let due diligence kill you. Because a lot of people I run into, they will spend all their time in analysis paralysis, and they'll never buy anything. Oh, I should get my coat. I hope I haven't forgot anything. So I should probably get my Milwaukee charger too. How do you start a power washing company and lawn care business? How do you successfully market also make money? You want to start a power washing company, so you go buy a power washer. You want to start a lawn care company, you can go buy a mower and some hedge clippers or whatever you need. How do you you probably should file with your local regulation. Maybe. How do you successfully market? I like Facebook. What is it, Nextdoor? Thumbtack's really good right now for that stuff. Yeah, Nextdoor, Thumbtack. I like Facebook. I like Instagram's okay. I would market those ways. I like organic marketing. Go find a disabled veteran or someone that really needs help. Go do a help project for them for free, and then do multiple social media posts off helping somebody. So will there be a 20 to 30% market correction for the real estate market? No, I don't think so. There's just not enough housing. We went effectively in the United States from mid 2018, well, pretty much all of 2018 through 2019 with not enough houses being built. Like every year, there were fewer houses being built than to just keep up with that year's new demand. So we have to be in an environment where we overcome the last, 15 years now at this point of lost building stock. So with that, that's a lot to overcome. Like my daughter's car that I bought. This is how nice of a vehicle I have. So, hi Joe Parnell. So, there we go. I think that's all it. Look at all this stuff. 17 video slow call machine. Getting some imaging locations. You need to learn to pitch and market, and that takes a lot of work. Oh, Howard Hanna has that duplex for sale. I should buy it. I'll see you guys.